We're here with our UW-Stout Northwestern Mutual Athlete of the Week for Week 22, Lydia Meier from the women's track and field team. Lydia, how are you today?
Nervous.
Nervous? Tell us a bit more about yourself.
Well, I'm a graphic design major here at Stout. I'm a sophomore in school, and I'm from Madison area, but I live in Eagle River for the summer because I water ski up there. So.
Oh, that's awesome!
Yeah.
How did you get into track?
Well, my mom was a huge track athlete in high school. She was a thrower too. Not as good though. And my grandpa was a huge advocate for women's sports, and he came to all my meets, and he was a superintendent, so he pushed for women's sports in Wisconsin back in the day when they weren't very there. So
that's
just
awesome.
kind of.
So it's in the family.
Yeah, it's in the family.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
You've been improving your weight throw distance in almost every meet so far this year. How do you continue to improve in such a short period of time?
Well, throwing, it's really all about the technique. So I have to thank my throwing coach, Cody, for that, because we basically tore my whole throw down to technique, and once you get technique down, it just kind of distance comes naturally. I mean, it's not about the distance, it's about the technique, and if you get the technique, your distance comes, and I think that's why I've been improving so much.
That's great.
Yeah.
You finished first overall in Division III and fourth overall at the meet last weekend. What's it like competing against student athletes from higher divisions?
Well, last year, I guess it was a little scarier because I was like, oh my gosh, University of Minnesota, they're at our meet. What are they doing here? They're Division I. But Winona State comes to a lot of our meets, and all their girls are super nice. And competing against them, you don't have to be as pressured because you're not competing against them in your division. You're just competing against a higher division. And, I guess it's a good feeling when you beat them because you're like, oh, I beat a higher division school. But all the girls are super nice. Throwing in general, everyone's nice. The girls aren't mean.
Yeah,
so.
I'm sure it pushes you to want to get better too.
Yeah. So I mean, at first it was intimidating, but once you do it, it's just like, oh hey, they're throwers too. They're doing the same thing as me. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You're currently ranked 10th in the nation for weight throw. What's it going to take to move up in the rankings?
Well, like I said before, it's all about technique, and I think once I get my technique down, pretty spot on. I mean, it's never going to be perfect. Like I said, distance will come with technique, and what we've been saying in track, it's all about the progress. Right? Yeah, all about the progress, not that, and then the end point will come. So it's the progress to get to the end point. So I think it's just all going to be about working hard and really committing
step by step.
Yeah.
The Indoor Conference Championship is coming up in just over a week. Talk about how the conference fits into that and how Stout fits into that as well.
Well, individually, the conference, the WIAC conference for throwing especially, is pretty intense. The top 5 girls in conference are pretty much ranked in the top 10 in the nation. I mean, the #1 girl in our conference is the #1 girl in the nation. So when I go to conference and compete with weight, it's basically competing at nationals, kind of.
Gosh.
So it's pretty intense. And then with the team, the top 25 in the nation, there's 6 WIAC teams there, so it shows how intense the WIAC is competitively and how we're kind of a force to be reckoned with, I guess you could say.
That's awesome.
And then what else is cool is we have about 7 girls qualified for conference in the weight throw, and we're only allowed to have 6, so it's kind of cool that we can bring 1 more if we can.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so weight throw is pretty strong with our team, which I think is pretty awesome.
Great. Good job last weekend, and good luck next weekend.
Thank you.
Preparation is how you make the most of opportunity. At Northwestern Mutual, we'll work together to create a personalized financial plan that helps turn your challenges into rewards.